peace. I am at peace, ready for war.
Driven human beings are going to always feel like they're behind. They're going to always feel like they're not doing good enough. They're going to always feel like they're not far enough. They're all going to always feel like you're losing. Look, 90% of the time, you're going to feel like you're getting your balls kicked in, all right? 8% of the time, you're going to be confused and you're frustrated. 2% of the time, you actually win. And those moments come and go, and then you're back in the 90%. And that's the reality of a winner's life. People don't understand that. They think it's all about cruising around in a cool car, having a free and happy and easy and go-lucky life. And that's not reality, because true winners, they're built for the battle. They don't find peace and joy and happiness in the win. They find what they're looking for in the fight.
Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying? Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. It's time to stay focused, man.
We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us stronger. We were never satisfied, never finished, will never be retired. My high school English teacher, Mr. Fisk, he had this beautiful quote, and it read, "Rest at the end, not in the middle."
If all you guys are going left, it's that one person who say, you know what, left's not the right way, I'm gonna go right. Who didn't follow the crowd. That person who's not afraid of doing what they believe is right in their heart and not following someone else because someone else said, let's go this way, and they agree with everybody. I don't like yes men or yes women. If you're right, you're right. We're gonna follow you. But I like people who stand for something, they believe in something, and this is the way I'm gonna go whether you like me or not.
You are one decision, one relationship, one thought, one emotion, one meeting away from a completely different life. And unless you believe, first off, I'm right about that, it's true. But unless you believe that, and then you program your reticular activating system in your brain to find those things, you will never have them happen to you. But if you begin to believe, I'm one meeting away from a different life, I'm one decision away, I'm one podcast away, I'm one guy in the United States away from changing my life forever.
The thing is, man, it's always going to be a party. It's always going to be a time to celebrate and a time to join friends or a day to, the bars are always open. Always open. No matter how old you are, they're always open, you know? What's not always open is the opportunity to check the box in life, to achieve your dreams. That's not always open.
A lot of people, man, how do you do what you do? At the end of the day, I ask myself one question: can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. So if you can answer that question and not take another step, that is real failure. That is real quitting. So a lot of people can take one more step, but they choose not to. I don't know if you can take 2 steps. You got to answer that question after you take the first step.
From that day forward, I made a promise that I will give it everything I got. I'm ready to die for what I had to succeed. I have to give it everything I got. That way I'm a winner no matter what.
Hard work brings great rewards. This is a reminder of the hard work and dedication that I put into everything that I've done. I'm not content because I know where I came from, and I don't ever want to go back.
You might think that bed's warm, feels all comfortable. You come here, you kill it, give it everything you have, leave it all here. The warmth you feel after that, second to none, man, second to none. No sheik can provide that comfort for you. When you give it all here, guys, and you leave it all here, you are your weakest state, bottom of the barrel. What's about to happen? Your greatest triumph. You kill yourself with pride in here. Leave nothing to spare.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series and everything that it comes with. Again, if you guys like what you see, give me a follow, give me a like, whatever feels comfortable to you. But Today's video is going to be about do not lower your standards. Now, I know that's easier said than done, like I say with everything, literally, because some people, like myself, have been in a relationship for so long. You get to that point where you get super comfortable with what you're doing, so it's very difficult for you to, if you didn't start off with a high expectation, you're going to continue with that in your life, and you're just going to deal with it the next time and the next time and the next time and the next time. And I know that during my younger years, I was not the person for high expectation. The only thing that I really cared about was making money and skating. I mean, yeah, I pushed myself so that I can be really good. Like, I literally went every single day skating, and I wanted to be better every single day, and the next day and the next day. So you could say that it was worth it, but I never lowered my standards for that, and I got really good, and I got a couple sponsors. But after that, I just kind of fizzled out, and it happens. I mean, it's not something that was meant for me. As much as I really wanted it to, it was not meant for me. I feel like I was meant to have a family. I know some people say that, oh, that's just what happens, but I mean, not for everybody. I honestly wanted a family for the longest time when I was younger, and my expectation was I'm going to get there, and then I don't know what I'm going to do next. And look what happened. I messed up because I hit my expectation, and then I was done. I was done working for what I really wanted because I thought I already had it all. And that fizzled out, and eventually I start messing up, and I start hurting the people that I love. My wife is one of those people that has high expectations, not just for herself, but for everyone. She is consistently trying to prove herself, to everybody. And I love that about her, but it's also her curse. I can see how much it hurts her. I can see how much it sometimes gets in the way of life and just enjoying it. But again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's how some people are raised. They put themselves into that situation to where they need to have those expectations because they need to get better every single day. And for the longest time, that's how I was. And I'm not going to lie, right now, I don't have high expectations. It is work, kids, gym, work, kids, gym, work, kids, every single day. I know there's some days where I want to prove myself at the gym, so that could be my new expectation. But with these videos, I give myself a drive, a reason to keep working. I don't settle for just taking a video and I'm done. Like, I like the editing. I like making videos look good. And I'm looking at the next steps, hopefully getting either sponsored by another brand or making my own clothing brand. So I want to keep challenging myself because that's what I used to do all the time. My wife told me that in a day, like, you used to want to do this and do this. And I told her that I know, I just taking a break because I want to enjoy the little moments. Yes, don't forget about those little moments where you have with your family, with your kids. Those are the most important parts of your life because, like I've said before, your kids are only going to remember the parts where you were at. And if every time that they saw you, you were upset, that's what they're going to remember. And it's sad, but it gets to that point. So don't lower your standard for anybody, not even for yourself. Constantly keep pushing yourself. Keep moving forward because you can do it. You know you can do it. That's the reason why you put that expectation in your head in the first place. It's not like you're just doing it to do it. You're honestly working for it for a reason. And you feel it and you can sense it and you can taste it and you can just know that it's yours already. All right, guys. So, like I was just talking about, not to lower your standards. I'm not telling you to just flip your life a 180 and do exactly what you should have been doing 4 or 5 years ago. What I'm saying is work back up to it slowly. Just like going to the gym, you don't go to the gym and expect results and heavy weights in uh, the first couple of weeks, which most people want. You take your time, you keep be consistent, you grow the right way, you learn out what's right and wrong, you learn how to stretch the right way, how your body works, what your body likes, what your body needs. Same thing can be acknowledged with relationships. Seeing that those relationships that just are just the way they are just because you just got over it are some of those relationships that you want to rebuild and start actually putting expectations for it, making things say that, hey, I'm not gonna settle for this no more, and I want to work together with you to get to this level. Me and my wife do that as much as possible whenever we can when it comes to anything. Yes, we're not going to agree on every single thing, but when it comes to the important stuff, which I would say is always the kids and the way that we live our life, we're always on the same page. I want to say 1% out of 100 is literally where we're off, and we sometimes just meet in the middle. But her expectations are high and mine are high for her, so it's just how we live our life and how some people just are okay with it, and some people that's how they work. Some people have it from the very beginning, but that means that that's how they grew up or that's what they want for their life, and there's nothing wrong with that because then you find someone who's going to meet those and they're going to stay on that track, so you're actually going to feel like you didn't ease up on that, and you're not going to feel like in 20 years from then you're going to not feel like you're in regret and that what have you been doing with your life and now you want to start over completely. That's the biggest thing that I see that happens with older guys. They get to a point where I had my kid early and I just never got the time to party. I never got time to go hang out with friends. I never got time. And then they start having a midlife crisis and they want to change everything. And that's not the way that it should be. But it happens and it's sad, but vice versa for women too. It's the exact same thing. So there's no counting anyone out. I would say that if you're going to be going into the step of not lowering your standards anymore, it starts off with talking to your significant other or talking to yourself, which is most important. Because the only person that's going to show up for you is you. So if you're going to stay on it, be on it, and continue on it. I mean, we all fail. We all say, you know what, just this one time, it's fine. But don't make this one time every single day. Make this one time out of a couple of months. Sometimes I don't go for a run, but that means I've been running for 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm just like, I just need extra sleep. I'm gonna stay asleep a little bit longer. So it's that mindset of, hey, this is where you want your stuff to be. This is where you're gonna have it, and that's how it's gonna be. So, regardless, don't lower your standards for anybody, not even yourself. Oh, all right, guys. So this is gonna be the last clip for tonight. Oh my goodness, my shoulder's starting to hurt a little bit. And just jumping back where I had left off, the sorry about that. So jumping back where I left off about not lowering your standards. There's always a good way to go about it. If it's for yourself, truly mean it. It's like Christians. It's like people who believe in God. The saying is, having faith is believing without seeing. Just like they say, oh well, how can you do that? Well, how do you know the wind is there if you can't see it? Because you feel it. It's the same thing with faith. Same way. So the same way that you would want to talk to God is the same way that you would want to talk to yourself. Truly understand that what you're telling yourself is something that is better for you. I know we don't want to intentionally make bad decisions for our life, but sometimes it happens and there's nothing wrong with that. We learn that that's not good. We learn that that's good. It's just like growing up as a child. You learn what's good and bad, and you have your parents there to help you. It's always a good thing to try to strive for more, and on top of that, have your expectations where you feel it is right in your life. For people who are in school, I mean, come on, like you're not gonna go out and party every single night just because you're in school. You're gonna actually crack down and get it done because you're paying for the opportunity to be there, and you're getting a degree out of it. If you don't pass your stuff, you still have to pay for it. So it's kind of like regardless, you're paying for it. And I mean, I have a couple friends that are going to college now, and it's amazing to see how they tell me that they have to do this. And even my wife goes, she's going to college, so it's always I have to do homework. I have to do homework. So she will literally make time for that. She will not let herself get away with it. And at the end of the day, she makes sure that her expectation is nothing less than, I want to say 100, because I want to say 9 out of 10 times she gets 100. And that is just beautiful and amazing. And I feel like a lot of people should try to strive for more in their life. Even if you have everything that you need, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get more out of your life. You're just giving yourself an opportunity to be a better person, to grow in your relationship, to show that you're ready for the next step. Sometimes people don't even know that, hey, I've been waiting for this guy to step up and he hasn't. And then they lose the opportunity and they wonder why. So, and it's not a bad thing also, like I'm saying, but I'm just letting you know that that's how it is sometimes, because there's a lot of women who have these high expectations, and they understand that sometimes for a guy it's like a flip of a switch. It's something that's just gonna be like, okay, let's get it done. I'm ready. What I need to do, A, B, C, D, the whole 9 yards. So, like I was saying, don't lower your standards. Always expect more than what you're going for from yourself, and keep the people close. As long as you have those high expectations, you're going to keep the people who are aligned with those expectations in your life. Again, if you guys like the video, feel free to give me a follow, give me a like. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you again for everything. Message me if you ever want just someone to talk to. My messages are always open. And God bless you guys and have a good night. See you on the next one.